So if you have turned 18 recently and you haven't yet registered, you can do so in the next voter registration drive. For new registrations, you will need to bring a valid photo ID. In the absence of a valid photo ID, we will require you to come with your parents, who must be registered voters so that they can verify your identity. In the case of students in schools, teachers can also verify their identity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have changed your residential address, this would be the opportune time for you to update your polling venue so that you are located to vote in the nearest venue to your current residence. The Fijian Elections Office is ready for elections, but we would like to ensure that every Fijian who is entitled to vote in the general election is able to do so by registering first. You can do so at the next round of voter registration drive that we're calling as the Know Your Election campaign. This is our third Know Your Election campaign, ladies and gentlemen. During the Know Your Election campaign, we will also be doing voter awareness and dissemination of voter information materials such as the election information handbooks and brochures. Our teams will conduct awareness sessions once again as a refresher for all the communities that we visit. We have redesigned our awareness materials to ensure that it is short and a refresher as it is meant to be. The materials will be translated in all the languages to ensure that we reach maximum communities. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 6 months, the 2022 general election may be held. In August, it may be the last opportunity for you to obtain voter registration services if the writ is issued any time. Do not wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not wish to say that the writ will not be issued during this registration drive. As we have said, we are taking advantage of this opportunity, but if the writ is issued during the registration drive, the registrations will close on the time allocated in the writ. Therefore, do not wait for the last minute. Do not wait for 3rd of September. Yes. Do not wait for 3rd of September. Please update your voter details in the first available opportunity. Once again, our teams will be out in the rural areas and will walk our way back into the urban centers. So for those of you who will be very excited, we saw some very enthusiastic people from some political parties posting some very incorrect information. Let me just make it very clear to you. We will be out in the rural areas first, and then we'll be working our way into the urban centers. When we will be in secondary schools, members of the public will not be allowed into the secondary school. It is meant for registration of students only. There is no other way to explain this better. And if anybody is still not sure, please come to the Fijian Elections Office. We'll translate it for you. We will also be ensuring that the Fijian Elections Office staff are following COVID protocols. That means you will find our staff will be wearing masks and other protective gear. In this, ladies and gentlemen, if you are visiting a voter registration center, please exercise your own caution. We would encourage everybody coming down to wear your masks so that the chances of any disease spreading is less. We also encourage you to sanitize and stay safe. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I just wanted to once again repeat that over 682,000 voters are now registered to vote in the 2022 general election. In the last drive alone, we reached close to 1/3 of this group. If there is somebody who is listening to us now and has not yet upgraded to the latest voter card, your opportunity to do so is in August, when our teams are out in the field. If the writ is issued straight after or during this registration drive and you haven't yet done it, that is the end, ladies and gentlemen. The Fijian Elections Office will not carry out new registrations once the writ is issued. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the announcement for another round of nationwide voter registration drive. I urge all members of the media to please disseminate this information as far and wide as possible so that anyone who is yet to have upgraded to the latest voter card can do so when our teams come down to your own localities right at your doorstep. Thank you. Any questions?